his first ever Errol Golden. I reckon the kid's going to be okay.
It's pretty much a dream debut to debut with two of my best mates.
Playing with Logan and Errol, I just can't really describe it. It's freaking unreal.
Dollar plays on by hand, but he's got three! Warner runs on the footy, gets rid of the tackler, and loads from 50! Lombers after taps it, surely a goal coming up for McDonald, it bounces through!
Not too many people would have thought young Sydney Swans were going to come down here against the number one team in the AFL.
To represent the Swans family, including and most importantly our members, really the lifeblood that have stuck by us. It's just so, we feel so grateful for you guys to be able to stick with us.
Another Swans and Bombers epic. Did well below the feet, handball to Pavley on the left, bouncing, goal! What a ripper from Tommy Pavley! That's a jam, well done Tom Hickey.
We've got a lot of South Melbourne fans here as well, it's important to acknowledge those guys.
Out over the top is Buddy, he's got a runner, goes to Warner, who can kick a goal for the Swans.
Went back to find it, unguarded goal square, he needs it to go, long, he needs it to go all the way!
Pushed away by Pitternet, Warner feeds a handball through, Wicks will get a look, he'll get a snap, and he'll get a goal!
It's Luke Parker with an important kick, hits it sweetly, hits it beautifully! And now Jonas watching!
Oh no! Hewitt crumbed it, comes to Bell, he's got the handball over the top with ease from the goal line. He shoots the handball to Heaney, fend off. This has been a dream afternoon for Sydney fans.
Richards dragged down and stripped by Hickey. Gonski, Bell takes full advantage. Swans with a couple. Hayward, they sell themselves into trouble, but it doesn't matter because where there's a will, there's a way.
Picked up here by Dawson. Dawson to kick his third.
I got a phone call last night about 9:30 and said that we need to be down in the lobby of the hotel at 6 o'clock the next morning because we're going to Queensland. So
Puts the Jets on, runs to 50, and mongrels home a beauty.
Thinking of everyone back home, family, friends and blood supporters, but hopefully we put a smile on your face.
On it, couldn't complete it. Happily from the pocket. How's the wow factor of that?
the win was obviously important, but some of the challenges that the clubs are overcoming on a daily basis, and we're conscious of the people back home doing it pretty tough as well in lockdown.
Obviously what's happening in Sydney is tough, just sending out some love out to all our supporters around Australia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2021 Sydney Swans Club Champion event, where we will be reflecting on the 2021 AFL Premiership season and awarding our club champion, the 2021 Bob Skilton Medallist. I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the land, traditional land, under the custodianship of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the various lands on which you're all joining us from this evening, and the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people participating in this event. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and celebrate the diversity of Aboriginal peoples and their ongoing cultures and connections to the lands and waters of Victoria and Australia. Tonight's a very special night as we prepare to look back over a year which was simply like no other. Tonight, we pay tribute to the season that was and present a number of awards, including the Bob Skilton to our 2021 Club Champion. Tonight's Club Champion event is extremely different from previous years, but we're glad that we can share this moment with you and look forward to once again being able to have our Sydney Swans family all back together and safe. Before we commence tonight's proceedings, I'd like to say a few thank yous to those who have supported us across 2021. Firstly, we'd like to thank our principal partner, QBE, our major partners, realestate.com.au and Volkswagen. We'd also like to thank our premier partners, Nike, Qatar Airways, HSBC, Channel 7, Transport for New South Wales, McDonald's, Gamble Aware and Elmo. We would also like to thank our associate partners. To all our partners, your support throughout this season has been integral and has been a true reflection of how fortunate we are to have you as part of the Sydney Swans family. I'd like to thank our coterie groups, including John's Red and Whites members, governors, friends of the Sydney Swans Foundation, past players, bloodliners, Melbourne Blood Brothers, Centre Circle members and Redback members. In particular, I'd like to thank our football department and players' partners and families for their ongoing support and commitment and resilience in a year which saw our team spend such a long stint on the road. And finally, we'd all like to thank our Sydney Swans members and fans. This is a club like no other, and we wouldn't be who we are without you. From cheering on the couch or making your way to the stadiums in 2021, your support was heard, and we couldn't have done it without you. And of course, welcome to the 2021 Sydney Swans team, coaches, staff who are in the room here tonight. I'd now like to commence tonight's official proceedings and welcome Sydney Swans Chairman Andrew Pridham to our screens. He sent this Chairman's address just moments ago.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 2021 Club Championship dinner. Well, what a season it was. It was an amazing year, and I can think of so many words to describe the season that was. Improved, jumping from 5 wins and finishing 16th in 2020 to a 15-win season and a top 6 finish in 2021. Something we should all be incredibly proud of. This was the club's second biggest year-on-year improvement of all time, and it's a testament to the hard work and dedication of our players and our coaching staff and also our medical staff. It was an amazing performance. Resilience. Our players and football staff endured 70 days away from home, often moving at a moment's notice from bus to plane to hotel, packing, unpacking. It was a hectic year. This impacted all of our families, all of the staff, all of the players, and I want to thank everybody for their understanding and their resilience during this very, very difficult year. Professionalism. No matter what was thrown at our players and staff, they all took it in their stride and continued to perform at the highest levels, and the same can be said for their families. Optimism. All of the club, all of our members and fans have remained optimistic about our future, and this optimism is well placed. Importantly for all of us, we should be very optimistic that next season we will be attending games in person at the SCG, and early in the year, I'm sure we'll have the privilege of watching Buddy Slotty's 1000th goal, and how exciting will that be? Pride. Well, I cannot tell you how proud I am of this club and how proud we should all be of our footy club and all those involved. What has been achieved in 2021 is exceptional. Indeed, it is remarkable. I'm highly confident that we will look back on 2021, not just as a year defined by improvement and overcoming hardship, but more importantly, it will be a seminal year that underpins a very bright future on and off the field. We have a young and exciting list. The list balance is fantastic. Blazing youth filled with energy and talent, being nurtured by the best coaching, medical and conditioning team in the AFL. The blend of fast developing youth with the brilliance and strength of our more experienced players bodes very well for our future. We have every right to be disappointed by our elimination final exit. We should and could have done better. However, that's footy. We dust ourselves off, we learn, we get better, we get stronger. We've done it before and we will do it again. We should judge a season on a season, not on one game. Let's consider some of the many highlights of season 2021. We qualified for our 21st finals appearance in the past 26 years, a truly remarkable achievement of consistency. We had 4 Rising Star nominations, notably Errol Goulden, Braden Campbell and Chad Warner's nominations were a hat-trick in rounds 1 to 3. This has never been achieved before. Justin McInerney's nomination in round 16 saw him join Errol Goulden in the top 5 young players at year's end. Playing an exciting brand of football that excited fans across the country was noted. We regularly topped the television ratings, further building on our reputation as a great club. Tom Papley, Lance Franklin, Callum Mills and Luke Parker's amazing season being recognised with selection in the All-Australian squad. And congratulations to Tom on his selection in the final team. Be assured that whilst we should reflect on our many achievements this year, we are not satisfied. We are here to win premierships. Our challenge now is to consolidate on our improvements and achievements and to improve further. This is our mission, year in, year out. Off-field, we have survived the critical impacts of COVID-19 and we are well positioned to grow. I want to thank our many corporate partners for their unwavering support. Without them, we could not have continued. Our membership is now back over 50,000 and I want to thank our members. They are unbelievable. Their unwavering support is so important to the future of this club. Our first year in our brilliant Nike on-field gear. How great was it seeing our players wearing the heritage South Melbourne strip, paying homage to our heritage. And that was something that was able to occur because we played so many games out of Sydney. And I'm very excited to give you a hint that in the weeks ahead, we'll be able to make some important announcements about our on-field strip in the years ahead, which is extremely exciting and worth the wait. Our executive team has done a magnificent job in managing our finances in this challenging environment. I thank them. Finally, we recently announced that we'd successfully reinstated our $55 million training and administration development, the Royal Hall of Industries adjacent to the SCG. The facility will be known as Sydney Swans HQ, and it will be first class. It will be a meeting place for our members, our 1.1 million fans, and all of our players and staff, a place for them to work, to exercise, to get better. It'll be open to the community. It'll be something we can all be proud of and something we can all enjoy and we can all participate in together. Sydney Swans HQ will make our club even greater. It'll be a great place to visit. It'll be a great place to work. And how great will it be when we see not just our academy operating from Sydney Swans HQ, but also our AFLW team, which will be in place by late next year. We're very excited about the inclusion of a women's program at a senior level within the club. In conclusion, may I thank everyone who is watching tonight, wherever you may be. Congratulations to tonight's winners. You've deserved your success. However, given the extraordinary nature of this season, I believe that we've all been winners. We've all had a really exciting year. We've seen great progress, and can we be very excited about the future. Go Swans.
Thank you very much, Andrew. It's now time to begin the count, which will determine the 2021 winner of the Bob Skilton Medal. Following every game, the match committee, made up of the coaching staff, each award up to 10 votes to players based on their performance for that round. There is no restriction on the number of players that the match committee can vote on. They could award 10 votes to every player in the selected team if they feel that they deserved the votes. The player with the most votes is awarded the Bob Skilton Medal for 2021, which will be announced at the end of this evening. To kick off the count, we're going to take a look back at the first 6 rounds, which saw the club take on Brisbane, Adelaide, Richmond, Essendon, GWS and the Gold Coast Suns.
2021, a new chapter beginning with new bloods.
Logan, Braden and Errol, you're going to play your first games this week, boys. Well done.
He kicks his first ever, Errol Golden, and he does celebrate. Why wouldn't you? Over the top, Logan McDonald from 50. I reckon the kid's going to be okay. Wicks, he bends it around. Slick Wicks, 7 in a row.
The SCG found its voice as the red and white faithful made their long-awaited return. And so too, a fan favourite.
Rolls in, does Buddy. Absolutely no problem at all. He's got 2. Just swing round on the left. What about that for a finish? What about the excitement about this young man?
Against the reigning premiers, we silence the critics.
Gets rid of the tackler. Unloads from 50! The Swans can do no wrong in the MCG! At the back, McLean just lumbers after it, taps it. Surely a goal coming up for McDonald. It bounces through! Logan McDonald kicks his first goal of the MCG. Coming from Papley with a low ball! Loves that one, Tommy Papley! Sydney cracked the ton for the 3rd week in a row.
The Bombers pushed us to the siren, but we wanted it more.
Big moment for him, opens up the angle, and look at that! Beautiful kick, McInerney! Gets rid of the tackler. Who's at home for the Swans? Buddy's about the place! Buddy's the man! Can he finish things off with a goal?
We fell just short against our crosstown rivals, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
He will! He sets the SCG alight!
Hard lessons were learned on the Gold Coast, but it motivated us to prove we could do better as a clash against an informed Geelong outfit loomed.
Okay, we'll have a look at the top 5 after the first 6 rounds. Fifth place, Jake Lloyd. Fourth place, Rising Star nominee Chad Warner. Third place, new recruit Tom Hickey. Second place with 144 votes, Jordan Dawson. And currently sitting in first place after 6 rounds with 157 votes, Callum Mills. Thanks, Luke. Okay, our first set of awards for this evening are the VFL Awards. The first VFL award is the VFL Squad Player of the Year. This award is presented to the best non-AFL listed player based on performance. To help announce the winner, please welcome Jeremy Laidler to the stage.
All right, the VFL Squad Player of the Year is Adam Goulden. Adam came to the club this year and became the inaugural captain of the reserves. He was very consistent with his performance, and throughout the year his passion to drive others around him was a real standout. He was a key contributor in building the connection between the VFL listed players and the AFL listed players. Congratulations, Adam.
Our next award is the VFL Player of the Year. This award is given to the player that consistently performs to AFL standards and has a strong presence on the field in the VFL. There is a first, second and third placing for this award, and I'll hand back over to Jeremy Laidler, the coach, to announce these winners.
All right, in third place, Ryan Clark. Ryan has consistently played at a high level throughout the year, averaging 34 disposals and a goal each game. His attitude and leadership really shone throughout the season, and he approached each game with a desire to play at his best and inspired others around him to do the same. Well done, mate. All right, in second place, Colin O'Riordan. Colin was another player who performed consistently throughout the year, averaging 28 possessions and 10 marks across half-back. He was a crucial part of the team, motivating others and the younger players around him. And the winner is Lewis Taylor. In his third year at the footy club, Lewis was a standout player, dominating in the midfield, averaging 30 disposals and a goal each game. He put together the most consistent VFL season and should be commended for his drive and encouraged for the younger players.
Congratulations, Lewis. The VFL team has been unbelievably disrupted this season, and you've played a crucial role. How have you seen the year that's unfolded this year?
Yeah, it's obviously had its challenges and whatnot, but the boys, had a good year. It was good fun. I'd just like to thank all the coaches involved. They've done a great job. So, thanks for that.
Thanks, Louis. And who's impressed you most out of the young blokes coming through?
I reckon Mel's definitely had a good year off half back. There's definitely a lot of them, but he springs to mind. Gouldy down full back as well. They all both had good years.
Great. Congratulations. Well done. Lewis Taylor.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Jeremy, and congratulations, Lewis. It's time to return to our count. Let's take a look at the highlights from rounds 7 to 13, where we take on Geelong, Melbourne Demons, Collingwood, Fremantle, Carlton in our annual Martin Brook game, St Kilda and Hawthorn.
Sinclair ricochets to Papley.
Round 7 started with some Papley magic, finished with some Papley perfection.
Did well below the feet, handballs to Papley on the left, bouncing, goal! What a ripper from Tommy Papley! He kicked it.
Up next, the undefeated Demons. We came out firing and forced Melbourne to dig deep.
That's exactly what he does. He's 3-1 from set shots this year, and Hayward puts it right over the goal by his hat.
Collingwood couldn't handle our pressure, and our fans loved every minute.
All over the top, there's no one inside forward 50. Will honour the work rate of Patley, who's such a popular for 100 metres plus. Patley does finish it all off. Brilliant goal for the Swans.
Now to Warner, Watson with a push.
The Swans headed west, and well, buddy, he looked at his best.
Unguarded goal square. He needs it to go long. He needs it to go all the way.
Marnguk, a highlight on the Swans calendar, and on Isaac Heaney's too.
Good match up in the air against Saab.
Air swing. Parker picks it up, wheels onto his right boot, heads goalward and kicks their third.
Josh Kennedy wound back the clock against St Kilda.
For Kennedy, gets plenty of distance on it. Buddy in the goal square, shepherds it through. And Josh Kennedy uses all of his experience there to kick a big goal for Sydney. Pressure, Hayward, can he get it on the boot? He can, and they are gifted an early goal here in the final term, the Swans.
The Hawks, well, they hunted us down, and it was left up to Amadi to bring the cheer.
Goes around, good looking low ball, no problems at all. Amity kicks the goal. His first in football.
Okay, now let's have a look at the top 5 after 13 rounds of the competition. In 5th place, Jordan Dawson. 4th place, Ollie Florent. 3rd place, Tom Hickey. In 2nd place on 296 votes, Jake Lloyd. And currently leading the Bob Skilton medal after round 13 on 318 votes, Callum Mills. Okay, our next award for tonight is the Rising Star Award. Club patron Peter Wynett introduced this award back in 1989 to recognise the young talent at the club and has supported this award on an annual basis. The Rising Star Award is decided by the match committee. To be eligible for the award in any season, a player is to be under 22 years of age and may not have played more than 10 senior games at the commencement of the season. Please welcome Swans grade assistant coach Jared McVeigh to present the trophy to the 2021 Sydney Swans Rising Star.
This award goes to a player who from day one has impressed everyone from his willingness to learn from his teammates and his coaches, his work rate at training and in games, his composure under extreme pressure out on the field. And these traits will lead him, hopefully, to a long and illustrious career at the Sydney Swans. He's a former Swans Academy player who played 18 games this year, kicked 14 goals and 17 goal assists. The 2021 Rising Star is Errol Goulden.
Congratulations, Errol, on taking out this award in your first season of AFL. What does this achievement mean to you?
Yeah, it's obviously good recognition, but disappointing result the other day. But I guess it's good recognition for the year, and pretty proud of it.
And in your first game of AFL, you earned the Rising Star nomination with 3 goals against the Brisbane Lions up in the Gabba. I guess what were your immediate thoughts after that, if you can cast your mind back? And at that stage, did you think you'd be playing the best part of a full season and ending up in the final?
Probably not, no. I think the year went really quick. It probably feels like it was a long time ago now, that Brisbane game. But that was pretty enjoyable, but that was good.
Did you set yourself goals at the start of the year, Errol?
Yeah, I did. I had a goal to try and play 10 games and surpassed that, so it was good.
Did a bit more than surpass that. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulate Errol Goulden on the 2021 Rising Star for the Swans. For our next award, please welcome to the stage assistant coach Dean Cox to present the Dennis Carroll Award for the Most Improved Player in 2021.
After playing 10 games in his first 2 years and coming off a serious back injury during the pre-season, it was a remarkable effort to play 21 of 23 games this season. He spent the first half of the season playing on a wing before being moved to the half-back line, where he added something different to our defensive six. His passion and excitement, contest work, ability to break the lines and run and carry the footy will hold him in good stead for a long and successful career. The Dennis Carroll Most Improved Award goes to Justin McInerney.
Well done, Juzzy. Rising star last year, most improved this year. What does this award mean to you?
Yeah, I guess it's good to keep going on with my footy. I guess get a bit of continuity into my game and hopefully onwards and upwards from here.
Plenty of challenges this year, Justin, just with the season in general. How have you maintained your focus to maintain that continual improvement on from last year?
Well, I think we've got a great bunch of boys around me. I love playing with the lads and got great coaches that help me keep me in good stead. So I think just trying to maintain a nice, clear head and focus is good.
And you bring plenty of energy to the team, Juzzy, and move back to the half-back line. Is that where we plan to see you from here on in?
I'm not sure. I think that's the horse to make the decision, but I think I just run wherever, basically. So might see me up forward maybe next year. So we'll see how we go.
Congratulations, mate, for our 2021 Dennis Carroll Award for the Most Improved Player, Justin McInerney. Thanks. Let's head back to the count as we look back at rounds 14 to 18, where we had our bye, then hit the road for the next 10 weeks, and we played Port Adelaide, West Coast, the Western Bulldogs, and the Sydney Derby against the GWS Giants.
Round 15 and COVID chaos hit. Bags were packed and we hit the road to Melbourne. A quick stint in quarantine and we were off to South Australia to take on the high-flying Port Adelaide.
And we've already seen his kicking ability and we see it again. Buddy, somehow got through, and Buddy's kick, of course it's a goal, it's Buddy Franklin.
Our Swans fans rallied in Geelong, and we made sure their efforts weren't in vain.
I just kick it myself. He looks up, he shoots the handball to Heaney, fend off. This has been a dream afternoon for Sydney fans.
Against the Western Bulldogs, we not only proved we could match it with the best, we beat them too.
Dawson on the left.
Dawson's left boot looked lethal.
Hayward, they sell themselves into trouble, but it doesn't matter because where there's a will, there's a way.
While the Amati party was in full swing. The COVID challenges kept coming and it was time to head north. A derby clash on the Gold Coast with a few quarantine casualties thrown into the mix.
Parker inside, and he can run back.
We didn't let it define us. Instead, we deliver one of our gutsiest performances yet.
Amazing season as Blakey bounced away from him. And the bullet pass to Franklin. Phenomenal. How good is Franklin? Hands on it, couldn't complete it. Happily from the pocket. How's the wow factor of that? The pure beauty of it.
Look at Happily too. He's like, oh yeah, how good is this? Oh, did I really just do that?
Okay, take note. There'll be no more leaderboards shown before the final winner is announced at the end of the broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, our next award is the Barry Round Best Clubman Award. The Best Clubman Award is presented each year and is named after Barry Round in recognition for his contribution to the club. Barry played 193 games for South Melbourne and the Sydney Swans from 1976 to 1985. He was captain of the club from 1980 to 1984 and is a member of the Swans Team of the Century. Barry was inducted into the Swans Hall of Fame in 2009 and is a life member of our club. And to announce the 2021 Barry Round Best Clubman Award, please welcome to the stage Benny Matthews.
The winner of this award is a wonderful person and a great teammate. His great care for the club, his teammates and all staff is tremendous. His last 12 months have been quite a journey. From Hub Life 2020 to Ireland to quarantine post-Christmas, back to Sydney and on the road again for Hub 21. I'm proud to announce the winner of the 2021 Barry Round Award is Colin O'Riordan.
Massive congratulations, Cole. Such a special award. It recognises your efforts not only as a player on the field, but as an individual, as Benny touched on off it. What does it mean to you standing here right now?
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock. Obviously, I wasn't probably expecting to get it, but I just probably rock in every day and try to do what I can to improve the place or whatever I can, and try to come in with a smile on my face and help whoever I can along the way. So it's just probably no secret to how much I love the place. So yeah, it means a lot to me.
And Benny touched on, Cole, your journey, particularly over the past 12 months, post the hub last year and back to Ireland, hotel quarantine with Lou, into training. Maybe give the fans and members back home a bit of an insight into your past 12 months.
Yeah, it was a bit different, obviously, with the hotel quarantine, obviously coming back and going home and playing in the, as you call it here, in the flag. So to get that opportunity was great, and it was a bit of a fairy tale ending to the year, and then obviously to come back with Lou and still in a relationship after 2 weeks in the quarantine, so ended pretty well. So, but no, it was great, and then just tried to put my best foot forward here in the club, and yeah, like I said, it's a massive honour to receive this, and I'm forever grateful to the Swans for the opportunity.
And just finally, Cole, you played in your first final against the Giants. Not the result we wanted as a club, but from a personal point of view, how did you find that experience?
Yeah, it was a good experience. Obviously not the result we wanted, but it's probably something we have to build on, look back on, reflect, and come back and go again. You probably don't have much of an option. You just have to see where we went wrong and try to fix it for the next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Colin O'Riordan, 2021 Barry Round Trophy winner. Our next award this evening is the Paul Kelly's Player Award. The Player's Player is a peer-voted award in which each member of the senior team awards votes, similar to the Brownlow votes, on a 3-2-1 basis following each home and away match to the player who had the best on-ground performance. To present this award, please welcome co-captain Dana Rampy.
It is an absolute privilege to run out with this player every week, and he never ceases to amaze me with the standards he sets year on year on year. This award wasn't made for players like him because, just like Paul Kelly, this bloke is hard, ferocious, fierce, uncompromising, and a captain that just wholeheartedly leads by example. The winner of the Paul Kelly Players Player Award, Luke Parker.
Parksy, third Paul Kelly Award. To earn the recognition of your teammates, a huge testament, particularly named after a player like Paul. Bit of an old hand at this, but what does this award mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, this is the reason you play is to run out with your mates and play for them and have the respect off them, and you want to be someone that they love playing with, and for myself to win, it's a proud moment to be able to lead this group. I think every year I just fall more and more in love with this group, the players, what we stand for, and it's just been a really enjoyable year.
And what makes it so special, Parksy? You mentioned the group.
Yeah, I think just the relationships. I think we've had some new faces come in. the players, also staff, and the way they've embraced the place, made it their own, overcome so many things this year, the stuff that we've had to deal with, and to finish the season the way we did. The improvement from last year was incredible, and I can just see this group going from strength to strength.
I guess just on that, you've had such a consistent season for a long period of time now. 3 Paul Kelly Awards, multiple Bob Skilton Awards. I guess just to the younger players in the room, a message on how you can forward such a career.
I just think to make sure you understand the reason why you love football, and when you rock up to the club each day, it's knowing that reason. I think like Cole, you see blokes like Cole who come in with a smile on their face every day, and that's what I try and do. The young guys coming through, they're the ones that keep me excited about where this group's going, and the training, and at times it can get repetitive and a grind at times, and look, it's just about finding that love for it and continually reflecting on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in thanking our 2021 Paul Kelly Award winner, Luke
Thanks,
Parker.
mate.
It's now time to return to the final rounds of the season. Let's take a look at the highlights from our stay in Queensland, where we took on Fremantle, before we moved to Melbourne to play Essendon, St Kilda, North Melbourne, the Gold Coast Suns, and finally GWS in Launceston.
It was a tale of two halves against Fremantle as we kept in touch with the top 4.
He's given away another free and they'll play on here for Young. Oh, this is risky. Heaney! Isaac Heaney soars on the Gold Coast. It was a spectacular hover.
Round 20 and we were bound for Victoria once again. We got the job done against the Bombers at the MCG. There was no crowd, but we gave fans at home plenty to cheer about.
Now they're away. The afterburners from Blakey. Once he got ahead of him, Papley hits back at the footy. What can he manufacture? The dribble goes through. Unbelievable.
Donning our inaugural Pride Guernseys, our rainbow community felt seen.
Donny didn't go with Dawson, didn't keep him out of the contest. Doesn't come off the boot overly well, but it had a little bit of right to left.
No fans, no worries. We got around Campbell as he booted his first against North Melbourne.
Swans Academy, since a 10-year-old, lines up for his first ever goal in AFL footy.
Franklin was on fire as we marched home against the Suns.
Outstretched arms. He's lights up. His eyes light up. It's an open goal square, but he's gone bang in the opening 10 seconds. Balls to Heaney. He brings it back and a chance for Mills.
After 3 months on the road, we had defied the odds to sit 6th and make the finals.
And then goes for goal. A bit of individual brilliance from Tommy Papley, and doesn't he love it?
2021, a season to be proud of.
Okay, we're now at the business end of the evening. To present our final 3 awards for this evening, please welcome Swans Great and our Head of Development and Wellbeing, Brett Kirk, to the stage, and he'll start by presenting the Peter Bedford Trophy for 3rd place in the Club Champion Award.
I'm honoured and proud to be standing here because I love this footy club. The Peter Bedford Trophy for 3rd place goes to a guy that's shown significant growth this year. Started down back, was really consistent, but when we moved him to the wing, his season exploded. Used his running ability to get up and down the ground, support our defence. What really stood out was his aerial presence. His contested marking was huge, and then his ability to be able to push forward, hit the scoreboard with his deadly left, or find someone with a better position. Makes a lethal combination. May your footy and your leadership continue to grow. Peter Bedford Trophy goes to Jordan Dawson.
Congratulations, Dorso. First top 3 finish in a club championship. What's the overriding emotion for you now?
A bit shocked, to be honest. Like Kirky said, started down back, and first half of the year was a bit up and down, I thought, and then it was good to finish strong. Like a few of the boys said, though, coming off a loss on the weekend, it still stings, and be looking to get back there next year.
And your flexibility, Brett touched on, that's evolved over a couple of years now. Most improved player back in 2019. But you've made enormous strides this year. What do you put that down to?
I have to thank the coaches, Benny, Coxie especially, Horse. I think just having that consistency to start the pre-season down back, and then know my role, and having a clear idea of what I needed to do each week, and then moving up on the wing, it was the same thing. Obviously off field with my partner Millie, she's been a really big support. It's been a pretty tough year for everyone involved. I think the last 10 weeks have shown how strong the group is, and I'm really proud of everyone here.
And just finally, Dorso, any final words? And you mentioned Millie, but people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, obviously Millie, massive one. All the players. It's been a great year, and like I said, it still stings, but we'll be back there bigger and better next year. And obviously my family, who couldn't come over much this year, but they were watching every game at home, and I'd like to thank them for their continual support. And then just all the coaches. I'd like to sing you all out, but I'd probably forget someone. And then also the staff as well, who have been here for the last 10 weeks and all year, but the last 10 weeks especially. It's been a massive accomplishment to get this group to where it is, and I can't thank them all enough.
Congratulations, Jordan Dawson, our 2021 Peter Bedford Trophy winner.
Second place in our BNF is the Adam Goods Trophy, legend of our footy club. And this award goes to a guy who is a model of consistency. Does it all with no fuss, just gets the job done. Played a good chunk of the year sore, struggled at times to train through injury, had his partner back home in Sydney pregnant. All could have been excuses if he wavered. No excuses, no lapses, no this is too hard. Just suits up, leads down back, and does a bloody good job every week. The Adam Goods Trophy goes to Jake Lloyd.
Congratulations, Jake. You're getting used to this. Podium finishes in the Bob Skilton Award. This is your 4th in a row. Unbelievably consistent footballer. How do you compare this year to some of the others?
Look, I think it's obviously been a difficult one with what's happening around the world at the moment, and not having my family and my partner Zoe be with me. But I'd like to put this one up there as probably one of my better years. Obviously, Kirky touched on it with a few injuries and whatnot throughout the year, but just to stick at it and try and drive this group to bigger and better things has been great.
So how have you done it, Lloydie? You've had a couple of injuries that no one would know about. To Kirky's point, front up, week in, week out, year in, year out. What drives you to be the player that you are?
I think I've got great people around me that allow me just to focus on my footy and put that forefront of mind. To the question, for me, it's just about wanting to be the best teammate I can be and help lead these boys as best I can. And I can't do that without the people around me.
And you've been a mainstay, Jake, of the defensive group now for a long time. A few new faces drifting down back these days into the group. Who's impressed you from the new ones coming through?
Yeah, obviously Juzzy, Blake's his year before he got injured. There are a couple of guys that have really probably helped my game as well. Their ability to break the lines off half back, get up and help us win the ball in that front half has been enormous, and I look forward to continuing to work with them next couple of years.
And just finally, Lloydie, I'm sure there are plenty of people just to thank that supported you along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously my partner Zoe, she's been back in Sydney the last 10 weeks, but haven't heard any complaints from her the whole time. She's moved house by herself, just allowed me to focus on my footy and worry about that. She's been amazing support. To the staff, obviously, that are back in Sydney, the guys that are here now, your work ethic over the last 3 months to allow us players to just focus on our footy, get up for every game. We thank you as a group for what you've done. To the coaches, your support, a number of you guys have obviously left family back in Sydney as well, and it hasn't stopped you guys from pulling us aside and helping us get better as players. And thank you for your continued support. And then obviously the group, really exciting group. Obviously it still stings what happened against the Giants, but I'm super positive about what we can do in the coming years, and hope we can all get that little bit better over the pre-season and go one better next year.
Congratulations, Jake, our 2021 Adam Gildes Trophy Award winner. Well done, mate. It's now time to announce our club champion and Bob Skilton Medallist for 2021 and welcome Brett Kirk back to the stage to do the honours. Kirky.
The winner of the Bob Skilton Medal and the best and fairest is the ultimate competitor. If I had to pick someone to go down the trenches with me, he'd be first picked. He fights, he scraps, he never gives up. Just love watching him go about his business. He's had a huge influence on the field this year, but I think his work off it has been just as significant. His passion, care and drive shone brightly this year. He deserves everything that comes his way. The winner of the Bob Skilton Medal is Luke Parker.
Jokingly said to Parks, I'll run out of questions before we get into this, but congratulations, Luke. 3rd time Bob Skilton Medalist on top of 3-time Paul Kelly Players Player Award. It's a huge honour in such a challenging year. What's your immediate reaction?
I'm a bit gobsmacked actually. It's been an incredible year. It's been a special journey that not many teams would ever go through, and I know it's bittersweet, but I look back at the memories and the highlights during the year, and there's been some incredible moments, and I couldn't be more grateful for that, more grateful for the moments that the people in this room bring, and it just makes not only football enjoyable, but just life enjoyable.
And you spoke about, Parks, your motivation previously this evening, and what really drives you as a player, but you mentioned just then some of the highlights, both personally and team-wise. Can you think of any off the top of your head that spring to mind immediately?
I think look, some of the wins we've had this year were from coming from behind with the Giants or Fremantle, or when unfortunately Millsy and Harry and Cole all got put into quarantine, and the team changed within a couple of minutes, and the way that this group handled that, reacted to that, puts a smile on your face. And look, they're just a few of the little moments. I'm sure there's plenty of them every day at this football club, what we've been through this year especially, but it's just what makes this journey enjoyable.
And you touched on some of those COVID impacts, if you like, and the club and the competition's experienced that now for a couple of years. For the fans and members who are watching the stream, I guess a message to them, reflecting on what the experience has been like for you.
Yeah, I think it's been difficult. We obviously first left Sydney when there was 10 cases and thought it was potentially down here for a week or so, and back to see the families. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. And look, I think the way that the team rallied together, in all seriousness, we probably had a few blokes that were potentially within, if they didn't have an answer within 24 hours, were potentially heading home, and they needed to support their family, and we were full supportive of that. And fortunately enough, that the partners were able to get down here, and we can't thank them enough for the support that they've given our group for the whole year, from girlfriends to partners that change their pregnancy plan and birth plan just so their partner can play for the season is incredible. So we can't thank the partners enough for what they've done.
And you've well done. And you personally, Luke, been a captain now for a couple of years, but your back half of the year in particular, once we came on the road, was extraordinary, and clearly elevating yourself as a leader of not only the club but the competition. Just an insight as to what drives you from a leadership point of view.
I think the form might have been that Kate's a sleep talker and I didn't have her in my bed for 8 weeks, so that obviously helped. But no, I think leadership-wise, look, I love seeing blokes grow, and I look at Rowie, Chad, Errol, Braden, the boys that are starting off their careers, that are a few years into their career, and knowing that I was in that position, and the growth, the expertise that Goodsy and Jude Bolton and Jared McVeigh gave me when I was first at the club, and helped me become, I guess, get to the level that I am now, and I just want to help them along the way and make them become the best players they can possibly be. And what those, looking at the young guys, what they bring really excites me.
And finally, you mentioned Kate, not so much sleep talking, but you've got a great support network, Luke. So I'm sure there are some people you'd like to thank for your support along the way.
Yeah, obviously, I'll start with Kate because I just badmouthed her, so I'll make up for it. Look, obviously Kate is an incredible support of mine, and I know everyone in this room understands the beautiful person she is. She's an unlicensed psychiatrist for a lot of people, including myself, and look, she's just a strong person, a beautiful soul, and I can't thank her enough for the support that she gives me, that she gives my mates and partners as well, and so I can't thank her enough. To the staff that have put their lives away in Sydney and come down here to come on this journey and bring the energy that they have for the past 9-10 weeks has been outstanding. Staff members that joined the club this year, Damo, Dogger, blokes like that, Rob, the energy that you've brought to this group has been outstanding. We can't thank you enough for your role, the sacrifices you guys have made to make this season possible, to make us the best team possible and put us in the best position to perform each week. So we can't thank you guys enough. To the coaches, a lot of you boys have left families back home, and we can't thank you guys enough for what you do, the smile that you put on the boys' faces each week, the continual urge to find a way for us to get better, to stay positive through the tough times, to just embrace this journey has been outstanding. So thank you. And Horse, who has led the way in that regards, is you're a special person, mate. You're a passionate person. You've let your guard down at times, and I think that's what this group has needed. And we love you for what you've been able to lead this group to this year. We know it's only upwards from here. We thank you. We thank your family network, the support of Shelley as well. I know she has your back and allows you to do what you do. So thank you, mate. And lastly, to the players, it's been an exciting journey this year. Obviously falling short, but as I said, I reflect on so many incredible moments, incredible memories, and look, that's just what makes this industry, this place enjoyable and an incredible place. And we've made some special relationships this year. We'll continue to build on that. And look, it's been a special year. I think we can throw away the game on the weekend. We look back on what we've achieved in the past 12 months, and that's going from a club who won 5 games to a club that ended up equal 4th. So I think we should be really proud of the fact that we've been able to improve, and no doubt we'll continue to grow.
Well said, Luke. Ladies and gentlemen, be upstanding. Standing ovation for our 2021 Bob Skilton Medallist, Luke Parker. Okay, congratulations to Luke, and we'll take now a look at the top 10 for this year's count on the screen. So in 10th position, Lance Franklin. 9th position, Ollie Florin. 8th, Justin McInerney. 7th, Isaac Heaney. 6th, Tom Hickey on 444 votes. Now to the top 5. Callum Mills in 5th. Tom Papley, All-Australian, 481 votes. And the Peter Bedford Trophy winner, Jordan Dawson, in 3rd. The Adam Goods Trophy winner, Jake Lloyd, in 2nd. And of course, Luke Parker, our 2021 Bob Skilton Medallist, in 1st place with 543 votes. Congratulations to all the award winners this evening. The Sydney Swans would like to thank you all for tuning in and celebrating the 2021 season with us. We appreciate your continued support of the club, and we look forward to another exciting season in 2022. As we finish up, let's look back on some of the highlights of our 2021 club champion, Luke Parker. Good evening.
It's a half forward. It's over the head of Mundy. Parker will step back inside.
Heaney kicked the last with a cracker.
And an air swing. Parker picks it up. Wheels onto his right boot. Heads goalward and kicks their 3rd.
Parker with an important kick. Hits it sweetly. Hits it beautifully.